Taco Tuesday.
Hey, boy.
Yes, happy
Oh,
Taco
yeah.
Tuesday. Yes.
Did you eat some
Hello,
tacos
hello.
today?
And it is Tuesday, FOMO. Yes, it is.
I don't know what day it is. My days don't matter.
Yeah, you're just melded together because you're working all the time.
I wouldn't say I'm working.
It's just another work day.
It's just another work day.
You know, if laying on my back on the couch watching movies was a work day, I'd be a hardworking guy.
There you go. Look at that. Way to get it out there, FOMO. That's nice.
I've had enough. I'm taking what's it called? Siesta?
Yeah.
I've been
Sabbatical?
Well, a sabbatical.
Well, siesta is the same rule too. There you go.
Sabbatical and siesta is not the same thing.
Yeah. Well, if you're drinking, you know.
No, I'm not drinking. I don't drink. Can you imagine negativity FOMO while drinking?
Oh my gosh.
A drunk me.
No.
Like, oh, Ray, you and
A drunk fudhead. That would be the worst. A drunk fudhead.
I need more tacos.
Oh yeah. Hey,
Stealing all my chips.
this is what everybody's feeling like exactly today.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god!
Big deal. No big deal. It's all good. Down 50%. It's only what? Down 15? Down 10? Something like that? You know.
Yeah, I'm just letting you know I bought a new phone because the other one went across the room. It broke.
She probably did. Yeah, it can't go up. It can't just go up only, you know?
Why?
People don't get it. This is a buying opportunity.
It is
buying opportunity. This
100%.
is not the world has changed. This is a buying
Oh
opportunity.
my god, I didn't even look at my wallet until you guys just said that. What the F is going on?
Nothing.
Yeah, sure, you didn't
turn your wallet back off.
I haven't looked on it.
Turn
I
your
just
phone
looked
off.
now. Today,
What do you think's happening? What do you
I
think?
lost like 10% of my money today.
What do you think is happening?
What you gained is an opportunity to get in.
Listen to me, Ken.
Go
In case
deeper.
anybody told you already, I got no more money.
Nobody has any money.
That's right. It's because you're sitting on the couch. Better get to work, FOMO.
Listen to me. I got no more money to buy on the down because I'm already in on the up. Let's go.
That's it. All good. Let me say hi to everybody. Here we go. We got the chat going. Good evening, SOS, Mobbin, Honey Collectors, Monster Feeding. Love that, George. Appreciate it. Good stuff. Good evening, y'all. I'm ready. We're ready, Lord Paxman.
Yes.
It's going to be a great one. Good night. We're going to talk a little bit about stuff like just because the title talks about Bitcoin being institutional, that's not a big. I mean, it's going there, obviously, right? We're talking about ETFs. I'm not a fudder on Bitcoin. I love Bitcoin. I have Bitcoin, right? But it's we're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about it a little bit. Do they say taco different in Texas? Oh,
yeah.
I don't. We should. What is it? Tacos? Taco?
Taco Cabana.
Taco? Taco. So yeah, you'd have to ask Scott, Austin. I don't know. Some of them Texans down there.
Yeah, they took me to Taco Cabana.
Yeah, Leba, ask him, Lou. You know,
Leba.
I'm ready to hear some wisdom. Yes, thank you, Connie. Appreciate it. Some education. That's right. Awesome today. Big congrats to the Geezers. They had their 500th episode. I was
in that space. I heard you talking on that space.
I got to congratulate. That's some work, man.
You know, you could, if you remind me.
Yeah.
You could share the jazz song later because that jazz song was pretty cool. If you have a moment, the jazz one. I shared
the more upbeat disco.
I know.
But I think they might like the jazz. I think they might like the jazz.
Just saying for posterity, I think that's the word posterity.
Yeah,
pastina. Sure. I think it's pastina. That's a pasta that Italians like. We could play that one as a change. I thought it was really good.
Okay, maybe we'll do that. That's a good idea, FOMO.
I'm just saying, it's pretty cool.
I like it. Yeah, and also too, Honey Radio going to have her 2 year anniversary. Right?
2 years. This place is going crazy.
Next week, man. People been crushing it, doing shows all the time. I love it. Happy Tuesday to Wise Guys. Happy to be here. Happy to have you, M2 Nomers. Happy Taco Tuesday. There you go. There it is, Ariel. Happy Taco Tuesday. That's what I'm talking about, brother. Good to see you. Hope I don't know if you're still traveling. Travel safety, safe travels. All good to you. And Floor, happy Taco Tuesday. I love it. Look at Taco Monsters drinking. Look at that. That is exactly the emojis right there. Ready to learn? Teach us Web3 Wise Guys. 100% Night Owl. Appreciate it. We'll be getting at it after in a little bit. GM Mob, great to see the Wise Guys. Great to see you, Michelle. Thanks for joining us. And yeah, I'm going to be checking out the show next week for you. Thank you. FOMO, get off the couch, FOMO. That's what they're saying. That's what Matt Gary's saying. Get off the couch, right?
I'm trying to be more like Matt Gary.
FUDMO head. That's right. There's a
FUDMO head.
Get the FUDMO head. That's right. I like it. Hello, wise guys. Appreciate your input. No, appreciate you. Thank you, Sue. I'm down so bad I can't afford you to. Oh, monster fishing. Come on, man. Come on. Get out of it. You're good. You're good. You're gonna get back. Gonna get on it. Good eve. Hope all is well. Here for some Tuesday night Web3 wise guys. Yes, Jason. It's good. All good. Everything is good. Pack more bags. 100%. And stop crying. Stop crying, FOMO.
Can you hold on 1 second, Ray? Hold on.
Yeah.
Hatsack, cancel DoorDash. We got no more money. You're gonna have to eat crackers.
Crackers and soup. Buy the dip.
Crackers and some leftover soup.
They're trying to tell you buy the dip. There we go. Our chat is smart, man. They know. They know. Thank you, Night Owl. Appreciate it. Tacos.
There's no crying in crypto.
No
you
crying.
Know what they call tacos with nothing inside? Crypto tacos.
Shells. There you go.
Oh, shells. That's right. It's a shell of myself. Thank
I'm
you.
just a shell. My crypto adventures. GM. Time for the Web3 Wise Guys is always a great time. Thank you. Learning. Loving the dip. See? There you go, Sabina. Appreciate it. Love it. Geezers rock. Yes, they do. They had a great show. Great little anniversary 500th episode. Grayscale had to liquidate 12 billion as of yesterday, 651 million in outflows. They hit that mark. Now we're back to waiting for the halvening. Yes, it is the real move. Thank you, George. That's what I'm talking about.
Thanks for the alpha there, George.
George knows, man. He's on it. He's on
it. I don't need a shovel, but I need a backhoe.
Yeah, there you go. Hi, everyone. Can't get any better than Wise Guys. Appreciate you, Dan. You're the man. Dan's working on some stuff. He got some new music Dan's going to do. You know how he did the Monster Mash, right?
Monster Mash is history right there.
He's got more. He's got more amazing
Anytime
originals.
I'm feeling sad, I put on the Monster Mash song. If I'm feeling a little bit down,
you're laying on the couch. That's what you're doing.
So you've been playing that all day then?
Like that. I watch movies. And you're like this. It's gonna be okay.
It's okay. Hey, that's how you say taco in Texas? Bija? Bija. There you go. Love it. Thank you, Scott. Good to have you, brother. Thank you. But yes, a lot of news today. You guys got anything before we get after it? Jump into it? Do our thing? No, I'm just asking.
Yeah, you have a couple things, but thanks for telling me I lost money today.
You just don't need to look. It doesn't matter, right?
It's like it's a reverse ski slope. It's like what is going on?
Yeah, well, a lot's going on, FOMO. There's no reason to. What are you going to do? We're going to sell it all, FOMO?
Can I show that show again?
Sure. Yeah. It's all good. Nothing's wrong. It's all good.
Okay, It's all good. Sorry.
Because it's like this. It's like.
Hey, Ray, this is all I'm saying. When in the time I ever see you again in person,
yeah,
we're filming our own version of that. What I said, you go first, I go second.
No, hey, we got a whole bunch of cool things. You ever see them when they're in the dressed up like a mascot, hitting each other with bats and stuff? Oh, there's so much fun we're gonna have. It's gonna be great.
Bitcoin. My wallet today was like a piñata. Like it's Taco Tuesdays. We should have a Bitcoin piñata.
Yeah, exactly. I can track the market how it's doing day by day based on FOMO's mood.
It is actually true. She knows. She knows. That's why I just screamed to a cancel DoorDash Hatsack.
That's right. No food.
For you.
Soup and crackers.
No food for you either. Just crackers.
That's all good.
And
but look,
tap water.
Hey, before the show, everybody, we were placing bets over here before we got on. About the fear and greed. Yes. It's the fear and greed index. And just before we started the show, see how it says 23 hours? This thing just flipped 10 minutes ago. And it was at 78, right? Yeah. It says yesterday, 78, 79, and look, it went down. We're still in the green though. Surprising.
Just like
right?
the attitude went down. It went backwards 5.
It did.
It went backwards by 5.
But no worries, man, is what I'm saying. You looking for something, Tim, before we go or no?
Well, it's just, it could have been worse.
It could absolutely. It still could be worse.
It could be worse. But our man Michael Saylor bought another 9,000 coins.
Yes, he did.
600 million plus worth
I love
of
that guy.
coins.
He's one of my favorite dudes, man.
He has control of 1% of Bitcoin now.
That's something. That's
If
saying
he
something.
needs anybody head of security, I'm his guy.
He does not react the same way you do, FOMO, every day.
No, he's a buyer.
I have to let my buddy in.
And first of all, Tim, is he using his own money? Because I keep on hearing that he's looking for 900 million or 600 million. Where's he getting that funding from?
Most of it's from MicroStrategies, his company, right? And he just sold 10% of his shares of that company, but he's still the chairman of the board of that company. And I'm sure he's taking his money out of there and buying his own Bitcoin.
Right. That's what I'm saying. So if he sells the shares, he's just buying more Bitcoin.
Yeah.
He's working both ends of the stack. So is that number his company's Bitcoin or is it his Bitcoin?
Yeah, that was MicroStrategy buying another 9,000.
MicroStrategy.
Right. And what do you think he owns personally? I'll be curious to know one day.
I think it's out there. I don't know what it is, but
well, I'll show you.
It's more than us combined.
You know that, Ray?
I got the stats.
Seriously.
I do. It's called
I
Bitcoin
just asked you a question and you have it? And you have it.
You didn't even know it. And I'm going to go through it. Yes, I have that.
I mean, I'm in shock.
Impressive,
right? We were talking about, did you show the story that Grayscale, am I wrong? Did you showed the Grayscale story that they liquidated the stuff?
Yeah.
That's what I mean. It could.
Yeah.
Oh, where did I see that?
George Richardson just said
that.
That's what he said. So he said it, but that's why I'm saying it could be worse because Grayscale's selling off and Saylor's buying. So,
right.
Hey guys, I just want to say this. Do you know what this guy? You know what this is?
Yes.
What is it?
It's an Allen wrench.
A drink.
That's right. You would just look at it. It's an Allen key, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but if you look at it closer, it's also a screwdriver. It's just the way you look. I just thought of that. It's just the way you look at things.
Hey, here we go. Look at Red XP. What does the company do? MicroStrategy. They buy Bitcoin. Red XP.
Well, I thought they used to be a computer company.
They are a mobile technology company.
Yeah.
Security and mobile technology. They help people secure apps and build apps and do that kind of stuff. But they're kind of moving away from that as their core philosophy.
Yeah.
Because they have so much Bitcoin.
Now they buy Bitcoin.
Hey, are you guys locking up or is it me?
It's you.
It's you. Yeah, it's you.
Seriously?
That must be your mesh network.
Yeah, horrible. Today.
Anyways, we're gonna get into it. Get some news. Right here we go. Get after it. So love this. I love when SEC gets dunked on. I love that Gary Gensler guy. He's just a whole mess of loss, right? Just a big loss, right? All he is loss. SEC sanctioned by a court for gross abuse of power in crypto case. There we go. That's what I'm talking about.
I concur.
I do concur as well. So the SEC has been slapped with sanctions by a U.S. district court after one of its numerous enforcement actions against the crypto industry has badly,
so sad,
badly backfired, right?
Whoops.
So this judge, Robert Shelby, accused the SEC of bad faith.
Bad faith, SEC.
Bad faith. How do we sue them? Do they get sued? Can we do it suit? No, we can't. But by misleading the court.
Oh my goodness, they misled the court
to obtain a temporary restraining order on TRO against Debtbox following its complaint against the company in July. So there you go. The agency's conduct constitutes a gross abuse of the power entrusted to it by Congress and substantially undermine the integrity of these proceedings and the judicial process. That's what the judge wrote. So, this is a little quote down here talking about this Debtbox, this Node software license. I don't think anyone in crypto industry is surprised that the SEC was so focused on its own advocacy that it lied to the court in order to bolster its
Liars.
liar,
They're
liar, you Gensler.
You
You
report that.
Gensler liar.
You're liars. You're a liar.
Yes.
Liar.
So my hope is that that any judge with the SEC before them as a litigant will hold them to the highest standards and ensure the SEC supports their allegations with verifiable facts.
What's that guy's name again? Geiger?
Gensler.
Gensler.
Gary
You're a
Gensler.
liar. Your company's a liar.
Right. There you go.
Liar.
But anyways,
no relation to Anthony Fauci.
Liar.
That will just ghost our YouTube video. There you go. Don't do that. Let's not do that.
Oh,
so anyways,
no relation.
That's what we're talking about, because this has been a big boost to Coinbase. Coinbase is under investigation from the SEC. There's been other ones that are now joining forces with Coinbase just because of this thing, of the SEC getting dunked on, man.
And now here's the question: what are they lying about 720 grand for? Like, what are they even being such a liar?
Come on, it's all FUD, man. You understand that they're just fudding because they're the dollar, right? They're the dollar. That's their thing. That's their horse. They're the dollar.
Yeah.
And this other stuff is not the dollar. And they know.
I know now, Ray of Light.
They know their time is coming up, right? And that's what, again,
time is almost over.
More what we're talking about tonight.
FOMO, it's like this. Gary Gensler is Jake Paul, and crypto is Mike Tyson.
Oh, bad day.
He's about to get wrecked, right?
He's about to go in the ring. And
I don't know. Bitcoin's not 55. Bitcoin's still. It's a young Mike Tyson. It's like a young Mike Tyson.
The young Mike Tyson.
It's a young Mike Tyson.
When's that fight? Because I was watching Mike Tyson train.
Yeah.
I don't think you want to go inside with Mike Tyson. If he hits you,
again,
hurt you.
Understand 55. Still love it. Like I said, I'm a big Tyson fan. But yes,
muscle memory. He's got.
There we go. Look at this, FOMO. Is that what it is? Your mesh network is also
works based on his mood. Could be true. Gary Gensler.
Gensler. I'm sure K is next to L. Yeah.
And George is dropping alpha again.
It is. There you go. FTX owned 22 million shares of Grayscale, and forced liquidation of FTX required Grayscale to sell off its Bitcoin. George is, he's dropping it for you, everybody.
Right.
I'm dropping some real. That is
George, man. He's on fire.
That whole Grayscale thing is why we haven't seen the God candle.
That's right. Omega.
It just went from one house to the other house.
Right.
And that's all that was.
Hey, as Ray said, be patient, grasshopper.
Yeah. Well, 100%.
Be patient, grasshopper.
Yeah. How long you think this? Here we go. That's a good question. How long do y'all think season going to last? Well, they say there's two ways, right? If this is a long cycle or a super cycle, obviously it could last maybe 2.5 years. But it might be one of those short cycles and have a short bear season, and then it just blast off and take off, right? It's hard to say. I think we'll know a lot more after the happening, and then I think a lot of people would be could make some real good predictions. But I'm not sure, Fairs. But great question. Appreciate it. Love the questions. So here we go. Right. Let's see. This is a little off subject. I just had to talk about it a little bit. How fighting game. There's a new game, FOMO. It's like Smash Bros. You ever see Super Smash Bros. For Super Nintendo stuff? It's a little fighting game.
Nope.
But what's cool, it's a fighting game, and as your team wins, it gets airdrops, man. You like airdrops? Very cool. Just real quick, I'm gonna play it. Not that long, but cool. It's what the game looks like. So real quick, I just want to show you that's the fighting game, but that as you have more teams, right, you could accumulate more and more, and you get bigger shares of airdrops by just playing that game. Arena to play to airdrop, and that's what it's. There you go. That's what's going on there. Pretty cool. Something to look into, and it's with Arena X Labs co-founders, and like I said, it's something to look at. Like I said, it's like a Smash Bros, Super Smash Bros, and these games are going to be coming out more and more, and you should kind of definitely take a look because they're going to be. I think they're going to be doing well, right?
I like it.
But this is something interesting.
Mhm.
BlackRock creates tokenized asset fund, and it just kind of filed it. I think it was last month. I think maybe it wasn't. Was it last month?
Yep. Just in the last couple weeks.
Yep, 100,000 minimum to get into this asset, this fund. That's what you have to have, right? They're not going to be taking 10 grand. You have to at least come in with 100 grand. But the giant, this BlackRock, this filed documents with the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission on Thursday to launch a tokenized asset fund. So the total fund was not disclosed, but it was registered in the British Virgin Islands in 2023. BlackRock USD Institutional Digital Liquidity Fund will accept as a pool investment fund. The minimum, where I just talked about 100,000, but the application values range from 1 to 100 million. And it's going to have Ethereum, a spot Ethereum ETF may be approved with the Securities and Exchange Commission. And does everybody know that it's 85% now? People think it's on a betting pool. And I'm going to talk about the story next, that they think that ETF is going to get approved, right? It's exciting. Looks cool. But this fund, this trust fund, Ethereum based with stablecoin assets in a basket. So, that's pretty cool. You're going to start seeing a lot of these different things, baskets of tokens, ETH spots, Bitcoin spots. This is getting very centralized.
Well, Fink wants to tokenize everything, real estate, all that stuff. So he just wants that all there so that he can then trade and group it and, put it all together and control it all.
Yeah. That's the whole, yeah, absolutely. That's why
he's like our American Klaus Schwab.
Yes, the World Economic Forum, the WHO. He's a part of the WHO. But yes, that's why it was important to talk about this stuff, because yes, it's getting very centralized. Listen, it don't matter to me either way. I'm not, the Bitcoin maxis, this is not working out like Satoshi Nakamoto originally created Bitcoin for. Now, the people that hold it and the monetary value of it and it being a store of value and it being like gold, yes, absolutely. But it being decentralized, we the people type token, no, right? It's becoming very, very centralized. So here, this is what I was talking about. Spot Ether ETFs have an 85% chance of being approved in May. So that's what the betting systems are talking about.
Nice.
And this place called My Betting Edge, that's what they're giving it, man. 85% by May. This is not talking June. It's given an 85% chance of betting to get it approved by the U.S. Securities and Exchange. And, we'll see. Usually they're pretty right. They do those kind of, those percentages with football, the basketball, they're pretty right on. So I'm glad to see 85% is a pretty high number, right? Here we go. And did you see this, Tim? Did you see this? A Bitcoin flash crash. This is today, right?
That's a dip I could afford.
Well, it is. I was asking around. There's no way you could have caught it at this. But this BitMEX, centralized. Is it a central? It's a centralized exchange. I'm pretty sure, right? But it dipped. Look at this thing. Look, it dipped all the way down to 8,900 down here.
Wow,
crazy, right? And it's because there was a kid. I think he sold like 50 some million on the exchange. And, when you do this, hey, when you guys got $55 million into a token, I'm going to tell you a great, tip. Feather. Yeah. Sell a million. Wait a couple days, sell a couple more million, right? Feather out, feather in, feather out. Okay. You can ape into things if you're trying to move it and push it around, right? But when you're taking 55 million out, feather out. Take your time, right? And you'll get more. I promise you. That's like any token. We used to try to listen. I never sell. I love our stuff. I don't sell. But if you do, feather in, feather out, right? You'll get more, right? Don't ape in, don't ape out. I mean, aping in is, I guess it's all right because you're going to pump it, but there's going to be also people that dump it on your head, right? But that happened, man. That's kind of crazy. But there was no way that you, if you were on that exchange, I think, it was for 10 minutes, right? So from 2250, 2240 UTC to 2250, there was a shot that you could have gotten, but you couldn't. There's no way. Just saying. I was asking around. You couldn't. They wouldn't have approved it or something like that. Again, you know how Wall Street and all that, they lock up and do the the plunge protection team and stuff like that.
Right.
Yeah, you wouldn't be able to pick up an $8,900 Bitcoin. But wow,
But imagine if they let you buy it at 55.
Right. Absolutely.
As soon as it comes off 5%, 10%, they probably have stops like, okay, if it drops 10%, we only allow so many sales. But if it hits 15 or 20% down, they're like, okay, you can sell one Bitcoin at that price. Somebody might have won one.
Right.
Yeah. And that dude's like real happy right now.
Yeah, like even at this point, see, like you're saying right like here, that is like a 60, I guess you'd say. But it stopped.
That's awesome right there.
Yeah, anything right in those little areas right there. But even here, there was a pause at 48, right? That would have been a good one. So yeah, when it plunges down like that, yeah, it's crazy to see. But again, centralized exchanges, or even if it was a decentralized one, you're moving a lot. They literally have to have it, everybody. When you're moving it to Bitcoin to maybe a stable token, or you're getting it out maybe even into ETH, it's still whatever you're doing. That's a lot. They have to have those tokens, right? So again, very very crazy stuff, man, happening. I'm just looking if it was BitMEX cryptocurrency exchange, but within about 2 minutes the price fell. And that's how fast things happen, right? That's why it's face melting when we talk about the Omega and the God candle. Those things, I mean, literally you could go to sleep one night and now the next day you're waking up and it's $25,000 more for a Bitcoin. That's crazy, right? Even you start seeing $100,000 candles. That's what they talk about, the Omega candle, right? But the world, look at this. This is what I'm talking about. This is what's happening, right? The world's largest pension fund explores diversifying into Bitcoin. So Japan's government pension fund, government. This is what this is what I'm saying. This is going to get crazy. Sovereign nations, right? I get it. This is a pension fund investment. So it's a little bit different, but it's still Japan's government. But you're going to start seeing bigger institutions. You're going to see pension funds. You're going to see sovereign nations. You're going to see wealth of sheiks that have ownerships of oil, right? All out throughout the Middle East. All kinds of things that are going to start happening. But the GPIF officially announced on March 19th the development of a new long-term investment policies in response to major changes in the economy and society and rapid technological progress. So, as part of the plan, has requested data on various potential investment diversification tools, including information about the assets the company considers illiquid and doesn't hold, such as including cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin, precious metals, and gold. So, yeah, they're going to be looking at this stuff. And listen, again, there's one, right? What is it? 1.454 trillion, to amounted to 225 trillion Japanese yen, which is, there you go, dollars. That's crazy, man. It's a lot of money. So interesting
thing. A lot of Bitcoin.
Huh?
That's a lot of Bitcoin.
There's a lot of Bitcoin. Absolutely. But on to the story that we were talking about, right? Bitcoin. This big centralization that's happening. This is from Bitcoin Maxis. And they're talking about kicking off alt season, because Bitcoin is actually looking quite very centralized and institutional, right? So I want to go through this and just kind of read a little bit, right? Because it's important, because again, this is not, like I said, what Satoshi Nakamoto really had envisioned for Bitcoin. And listen, I love it. I think you love it too, Tim. Any of us that hold the asset, especially obviously self-custody, I love that you start seeing this mass adoption and these institutions get into this, because it's great for our pocketbooks and our bags and things like that. We absolutely been excited and wanting this to happen, but you're going to see that this is going to get very, very, very centralized, and the big holders, and like I said, I have the wallets of the biggest holders that have a lot of Bitcoin, and just looking at it, it might be spread out between 200 people or 200 companies or 200, people like BlackRock, private companies.
Mhm.
But that's very controlled, everybody. And that's not what this was all going to be about. So here you go. On one hand, we have mom and pop investors who are now getting exposure to Bitcoin via their advisors, investing in the spot Bitcoin ETFs. And it's the first time ever. But it's only a matter of time because before Bitcoin becomes as common in these household portfolios as gold. On the other hand, though, we have OGs of the early crypto market, those that have been around since the early days and fully subscribe to the ethos of Web3. They invest in Bitcoin because of decentralization and censorship resistance. But now that every man and his dog are adding Bitcoin to their portfolios, they've lost their first mover advantage and they're about to revolt. There you go. I mean, it's this. I think they know, obviously, too. Like I said, Bitcoin maximalists, they know what is starting to happen. Obviously, from the point of view of an early Bitcoin investor, the world's biggest crypto asset has indeed strayed away, far away from its original purpose, to replace the existing broken payment system. Inadvertently, it has now become part of the very system it was designed to subvert. It would be a little like discovering a hidden gem of a restaurant only to see it explode in popularity and be taken over by large corp. Imagine it oh, hey, good to see you, brother.
Welcome back.
My internet crashed.
Like me.
My internet just went.
There you go. I know. I'm telling. Well, it's centralization. They centralize.
I had to reboot my whole entire network.
Mm-hmm.
FOMO, I'm glad you missed the story because Bitcoin went down to 8,900 for about 10 minutes.
8,900.
8,900.
I already seen that story. That was in BitMEX, and don't try to mess me up with BitMEX. I couldn't have bought it 8,900. I'm paying attention. Ray Light. I'm informed. I'm in informed participation.
You are 100%. I know you are, but we were talking about like I said, the popular. It would be like a restaurant, a beautiful gem of a restaurant, like a mom and pop, and then all of a sudden they get taken over by a large corporation, right?
You would only hope.
And now they're a chain, right? They're a chain like Phillies.
And once you're a chain, the quality goes down. Look at this. Do you know why the quality goes down? Because they don't care about customer service. They care about margins only. I'm just letting you know. It's a pure marginary play.
So again, listen, this is good for Bitcoin's price. This is not talking.
Tell me how, Ray. Tell me this downward trend. Yeah,
nothing to do. We're not even talking about the downward trend anymore.
Okay, gotcha.
We're talking about how this is completely and totally starting to be centralized.
Yes.
And you're seeing big institutions, you're seeing big players come into this space, and now they own huge chunks of Bitcoin.
Now, can I put a correlation in this?
Sure. Yeah.
So remember, you hear, Tim, you can chime in. You're into real estate. You got a cousin. Well, you may not have the cousin, but his name is Vic, and he likes to buy a couple of houses and flip them. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And all of a sudden, he's making a living. He's making a living flipping some houses. But lately, he's not able to find any houses to flip. It's because BlackRock and all these Vanguards and everybody came in, and now they're buying up all the homes. It's like the same thing. So the Vicks and the Bobs, you're SOL. And it's the same thing to me with these paper hands selling the Bitcoin and selling it, 69,000, 72. Who's going to own that, Ray? Who's going to own the Bitcoin that's on sale now? Who's going to own it? The big
all the big MicroStrategy.
Sometimes you go to sell a house now, Judge. People aren't even buying it. It's a corporation that's buying it.
That's because, John, you will own nothing and you will like it.
Yes, Colonel Clink.
Yes, I'm just telling you. That's what the guy said.
I want people to pay attention to it. When you're selling your Bitcoin, you're not selling it just to like a pot.
No.
The stock market used to do this to people too. You own a stock, it starts going down, you panic because you're a panicker. You sell it, somebody else picks it up, and they're happy to ride. They're long play.
Yeah. Hey, you made your profits. Yay, profit.
Oh, I made 20%. Oh,
But guess what? You're out. Your game's over for you.
you got nothing.
Get in line. That's right.
That's it.
It's crazy. That's why everybody, you got to get it, in your head and understand these
Gotta
are
be
assets.
sexy.
These assets should be making you money for the rest of your life, right?
Right.
These things are going to go up. This is why these people like this are buying this thing, hand over fist, right? They know exactly.
And you remember that? I don't know if we played it yet. Remember we were talking earlier about, well, you're going to show the video. I won't give it away.
Yeah.
One of the videos I sent you about, if price goes up.
Yeah, I didn't record it. I apologize. I can put it up though.
I can tell you the story. It takes 2 seconds.
Yeah.
So, Tim, are you following me, Tim? You following this?
I'm ready.
Right? If all of a sudden gold goes from 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 an ounce, it gets to 10,000 an ounce, what's going to happen to the gold? People are going to start mining the daylights out of it because now it pays to go mine more gold. If all of a sudden oil went from $80 a barrel to $400 a barrel, they're going to start sucking up as much oil they can. Well, with Bitcoin, they cannot go get more Bitcoin. After the halving, it's 450 a day. That is it. Follow the rules, ladies and gentlemen. That is it. You can't go make more. And all of a sudden, there's going to be no Bitcoin eventually. There's going to be none. No one's, and then all of a sudden you want a Bitcoin, you're going to have to pay $1 million. You're going to have to pay $2 million.
I can fork the Bitcoin chain and make a FOMO Bitcoin.
It's a FUD Bitcoin, and you're absolutely correct. I believe it.
That's right. But
that's when people start talking about Satoshis.
Yes.
Sats.
And then we talk about the altcoin season. That's when we go a little
That's why we're talking. That's when we got to go into this. Listen,
it was right there in the bottom category. It says this will be a catalyst for the much anticipated altcoin season. But I will say this to you, Tim. I'm just going to blame Ray. He made me cry earlier. I said, that's like Ethereum too. And he goes, yeah, that's an altcoin too. I'm like, oh, I didn't know.
It's an altcoin. Yes. But they're going to do this thing too. We already talked about Ethereum is also going to get an ETF. So listen, the next thing, we were showing the internet thing the other day, it was like 95, 96 when you're seeing the AOLs and the Yahoos and doing all their things. And then all of a sudden, 2001, 2004, all these things, bam, right? That's what you're going to see.
You said that. Can you? Bam!
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 Right? People are building like the way you're supposed to be. There's wait, what up? Right? What is that? They're building things to be decentralized and could do the things that Satoshi Nakamoto really built this for, right? That's what's all of this whole thing's about. Remember, we talked about the trilemma: security, scalability, and what's the other one? Decentralization, right? That is the trilemma. And you're seeing this one is losing because Bitcoin is a decentralized thing. He did it amazingly, and the chain and how it's all, being the proof of work with the nodes all across. But now you're getting people sucking it up like it's going into a portal, right? Never to be seen again, right? Obviously, these people will also sell. I'm not saying they're never going to liquidate, right? They got to make profits. But yes, this is why we're going to go over this because John just read that. That's right. This will be a catalyst for the much anticipated, right? Altcoin season. And it is. Bitcoin maxis diversifying their portfolios. The crypto OGs looking for bigger and better returns as Bitcoin becomes mainstream. And the true believers in crypto, the decentralized dream is over with Bitcoin. Not saying you can't make money with Bitcoin. Not saying number don't go up with Bitcoin. But that decentralization is gone. It's gone, right? So that's, like I said, it's all we were talking about.
Remind everybody, the normies out there, listen to Ethereum is also considered an altcoin. Anything but Bitcoin is considered an altcoin.
It is.
These are things I'm learning about. Yes.
That's right. 100%.
Yeah.
But as more institutions dive into Bitcoin and the more traditional investors add it to their portfolios, the more polarized the crypto retail market will become. And amid this reallocation of assets into altcoins, we will see several of them rise into the too. You ever heard that before? Too big to fail?
Yeah. Big
You
fat
heard it?
banks. Yeah, I heard of big fat banks.
And the ranks that they have until now really only have been on the realm of Bitcoin. This cycle will be a decisive one in sorting the wheat from the chaff and determining which alts will live to see another bull run. Right? This is the deal. Right? This is the deal. I mean, this is what do we go? We call it the crucible. When you talk to the Marines, they go through the crucible, and they're about to go through the crucible.
Hey,
Right?
Ray, do me a favor.
What?
Just curb your enthusiasm, will you please?
That's a great show. You like that?
It says it right there, the related thing. I'm like, curb your enthusiasm with Larry David. I love that show. Curb your enthusiasm.
It is.
Prices aren't going to move as quickly as you think.
100% there. Appreciate it, Apex. It is. I did. Let me get to that too. You guys got to make sure like you got to like it. Well, like this stream, and we're live streaming. This is a live.
Did you like that? Nice of Apex.
So Apex is he's always. I appreciate it, Apex.
That guy's he's on board.
He is the man. He is. He's right on, bro. Got to get that SoFi score. It's pumping. The other day I told everybody about that portal. If you did not scan that, you need to scan that. Like it again, subscribe again, and then share it again. Right? Get this out to others because again, this stuff is important to know and understand, everybody. And this in general, absolutely, this game, the SoFi, and things like that is important to know. It's important to know. Important to know about. Important to get prepared for. And I don't even know where I was. Let's see. Oh, there I was. Yeah. So let me get it. Great stuff. Appreciate it, Scott. Thank you, brother.
Hear that? You're right. I don't even know where I was. I don't know where I'm going, but I know Bitcoin is going to take me there.
That was his FOMO invitation.
It is not sad. I mean, Connie, it was going to happen, right? We all want mass adoption. It's bound to happen. If you hold it, great. It's a beautiful thing. But the decentralization part, again, we used to have it when we were all on Zoom calls and talked about it. He really made it for the people, right? You were supposed to be able, beware treasure X account. Oh, there, right on, Austin. Thank you, brother. Beware treasure X account is hacked. Wow.
What does that mean? Be specific.
They hacked their maybe their Twitter or their website, right?
The actual the website.
Oh yeah, let us know, Austin. The website.
The X as in Twitter.
Yeah.
So treasure Twitter.
Yeah.
So if treasure on Twitter is saying sign up for an airdrop, don't believe him.
Right.
Even if you're going to Twitter and you think that's a legit thing, don't go to treasure.
Sabina right there. I just want to go back to Sabina's comment real quick. I love your enthusiasm, Ray. I'm just thinking about this. I've never seen this ever. I love your enthusiasm, FOMO. I've never seen that. I'm actually jealous. I love your enthusiasm, FOMO.
37. Come on, that's right, George. Come on, 37 watching.
Come on, George. Keep it going.
Yeah, there you go. Thank you. Appreciate it. But yes, I mean, like I said, this is kind of what is happening with this. But you have to understand. Listen, we used to talk about it with the mining. You used to be able to mine Bitcoin with a laptop, everybody, right? But the mining and the hash rates and all of that trying to figure out, and now they have these server farms. People cannot compete with that anymore, right? That's not what Bitcoin was supposed to be about. There used to be a person in Vietnam that could have a laptop and mine a little bit of Bitcoin. He has no shot at that anymore, right? Now you have to have the hash rate, the power, the servers. You have to be able to have low energy costs. You can't compete with some big, Bitcoin mining farmer nowadays. But again, it's here you go. Look, FOMO. See, there you go. There you go. I love it when you're enthusiastic. See, so it's only sometimes, FOMO. That's what I see it. I love it when, right? I didn't have a win. You had a win, right?
I did. I have an Airbnb next to me, so I
appreciate it, Bobby.
And I plugged in a big, thick extension cord, buried it in the ground, and flipped it over my fence. Yeah. I've been mining Bitcoin with other people's power.
He's got it plugged in. Look, there you go, Bobby. I love your enthusiasm.
There you go, I appreciate that.
It is. There you go. Big like. Thank you, Colin. Appreciate it. But yes, don't be doing that. That's illegal, FOMO. So
is it?
Yeah, it's illegal.
Okay. Hey, there's a shed in your backyard that was dropped off. Just ignore the extension cord running through the leaves. I'm just saying.
Yes. But
let's go.
There's an exodus that will have very little impact on BTC price direction now. There is the scarcity growing demand, and billions of institutional inflows will take care of
Yeah,
that.
that's a good paragraph right there. Very knowledgeable. I like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
What is it pretty much saying? Just relax.
Relax. It is, John. I mean, this is just because you
Enjoy the
listen,
ride.
the volatility is healthy. You can't go straight up. That's ridiculous, right? That's not normal world. And even though how we love, the
Hey,
whole thing
I'm
with,
just letting you know, I'm going to share something, and this is going to blow your mind. Do you remember that test that psychologists give you, like the ink blot test?
yeah.
After I did one, the therapist comes back and says, "You're very impatient." I don't know how they figured that out, but I'm an impatient person. Just so
You're
you know.
exciting, FOMO. Ray is enthusiastic, and Tim is the voice of reason with sarcasm. There you go.
There you go. That's a
Yeah.
beautiful thing. That should be our new show.
Deb's so
If
perceptive.
I'm the voice of
Thank
reason,
you,
we're in trouble.
Deborah.
It's a trouble. There you go, George. It was all you, George. You're doing it. Light it up. That's what I'm talking
George,
about.
keeping everybody in
I
control.
love your positive outlook and sunny disposition, FOMO. See?
Thank you. Never
That-
heard that before. I
that-
appreciate it.
But yes, it's amazing, right? BlackRock. Okay,
So
BlackRock.
FOMO,
Go ahead.
FOMO, you failed the Rorschach test?
I wouldn't say I failed it, but I seen certain things all the time with that ink blot thing. It's an interesting test. I just saying, if you haven't tested it, it's good to. I paid extra money for that test.
There you go.
Do the QR codes trigger that feeling in you
No,
when you look at the QR codes?
no, not the same. But the stamps do a little bit. Stamps do.
So BlackRock's Bitcoin ETF enters top 5 ranking for the year.
Top 5. What's 1, 2, 3, 4?
Yeah, well, I'm gonna get through that. I'm gonna get to that.
Holy
right?
mackerel! Only top 5.
Look at not just IBIT and FBTC now are both top 5 ETFs in the world, like in everything, right? Top 5, right?
That's pretty
These
impressive.
guys only did this, you're talking 3 months.
Yeah.
Do you think that they're gonna keep gobbling that stuff up, right? So again, I'm just gonna go through it so you can see what I'm talking about. This Bitcoin, it's number one, it was a huge thing that happened on January 11th. That is like monumental shift. We went from the dollar, and now dollar has a competitor. The dollar is just all of a sudden, it's just shocking, right?
I don't think there's any competition really.
It isn't, but
it's a matter of time how you.
It is absolutely a matter of time. So I'm going to go into this BlackRock 3 weeks ago, and then BlackRock now. This is a visualization.
Visualize
an attack.
It's like a Rorschach test.
Visualize an attack. So this is BlackRock 3 weeks ago when they had 6.3 billion of Bitcoin. All right, bam. So this is all BlackRock, and this is where they hold it, right? Coinbase.
Yeah.
So just take a look, like little nodes, right? Everybody out there getting their Bitcoin ETFs, the IBITs, right? And then this was 3 weeks ago, right? And this is today, what I'm about to go to. Today went from 6.3 billion to 15.3 billion. Bam. Look at that ridiculousness, right? Let me zoom in. I don't even know I can zoom in. Yeah, maybe.
That's crazy.
But that inner one is just the part what it was 3 weeks ago, right? Now it went out to another layer, right? And these are all of these, Bitcoin or IBIT ETFs going through BlackRock. And again, I just like to see, the visualization.
Right. It's starting to look like the eye inside the triangle on the dollar there. They're recreating the whole thing through Bitcoin.
It is through Bitcoin. It's kind of wild, right? That's right. It's kind of like they're doing the whole thing over, right?
Yeah.
But they think it's decentralized. Yeah. It's getting gobbled up by very powerful entities, everybody. Very powerful entities. And again, hey, I hold some. Go BlackRock. Go BlackRock. Because again, we think there's something else out there, right? Something out there that could do some real amazing things in the world, right? But you had me pull this up, FOMO. You wanted me to look at
what's going on today. I just want to see some charts going on.
This is the chart. Let's take a look at how did I pull that up there?
I think you hit it once. I'm not. That's a good question. I do not know how.
Expand. That's the one. It says expand. There you go.
There you go.
So this is the spot Bitcoin. Go ahead, man. You go.
I was just going through the dates, seeing the evolution. I always like charts just to click on things and just making sure how everything's going. and it's still strong.
Yeah, February 5th. Look at it.
I mean, I know if you noticed this because I didn't realize it. The 5 days of the week where they're purchased, because the stock market's closed 5 days. You see the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. You can run. You know what I'm saying? There it is. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. You know what I'm saying? So it is kind of interesting with the weekend off. You can see what the Mondays are doing. You can see the. It's pretty interesting stuff.
Yeah, looks like Tuesdays are usually good days. Tuesdays
DeFi's picking up too. Look at DeFi.
Yeah.
DeFi from March 11th all the way even today. Look, DeFi's strong.
Yeah.
And then what is Bitcoin W? What is W? The green.
Yeah, I don't know exactly the
Okay, just interesting. And then the HODL. What's a HODL?
Yeah, those are just different. I'm sure they're just different ETFs is what they call
I
them.
get you. Looks great.
But anyways, right? This is going into different wallets, right? And some of them you will see that's Binance. They hold $16.9 billion, right? Of Bitcoin, right? As of March 5th.
Nice.
Right? Here's another one.
Wow.
Bitfinance, right? Holds $13.9 billion worth of Bitcoin.
Wow.
This is an anonymous wallet that holds 131,945 Bitcoin. Right?
Can you imagine?
9 billion. 9 billion. Okay. Here's another one. This is another Binance. It's a Binance linked wallet. Linked. 115,000 Bitcoin. 7.8 billion. Another wallet, anonymous wallet. 6.45 billion worth of Bitcoin. Here's another one. Anonymous. 94,000.
I wish my name was FOMO Anonymous.
Yeah. What'd you call it? What do you read it? Not what XP, Battle XP, if it was up there?
That's it.
But just in general, look at these numbers. Again, these are just top 10, what you're talking about, anonymity. And of course, Binance Bitcoin. Some of them are exchanges. Here's a stable token, right? Provider for Tether. So again, yes, some of these are exchanges. Some of them are, stable tokens. But this I want you to see, okay? This is the one that has all the accounts. But I want you to look. Private companies, DeFi and smart contracts, governments, ETFs and other funds, and public companies. Look at the scale, okay? They almost have. I don't see private people. But I'm just saying this gobbles up. And look, now this blue one is governments, okay? Governments gobbling up Bitcoin.
If they were smart,
I got that chart for you, Ray.
Right.
I got that chart for you.
Okay, you want to look at the chart? Because I was just go ahead.
Who's number one right now? Is it really MicroStrategy?
MicroStrategy, 100%, bro.
Yeah.
He's at 214,000.
Yeah, 214, 13 billion. Is that bill? Yeah, 13.
Yeah, $13 billion.
Yes.
Wow.
So this other one is Marathon Digital Holding, 15,000. Okay. Tesla, Coinbase, Hut 8 Mining. So it's a mining group, right? Riot Platform, Block, Clean Spark. But again, these are private companies.
Right.
And then I go down to here. I'm going to go down a little further. These are ETF funds that just came on. All right. 368. It's 23 billion by Grayscale.
Wow.
That's the one that keeps selling, right?
Wow.
iShares, Bitcoin, 14 billion. Fidelity, ARK, 2 billion. Bitwise, iShares, that's BlackRock.
I'd really love to own a BlackRock pillow. I bet you it's comfortable.
But all I'm saying, these are all the big players, everybody. And it ain't FOMO head. And it ain't the Ray of Light, and it is not Tim. Right? This is going to get, and here's some DeFi smart contracts, right? 9 billion, 155,000.
Grab Bitcoin, $9 billion.
You understand too, some of this, it's there. I mean, again, DeFi, decentralized finance, it can obviously go on and off its platform, but they got to keep that pretty filled, right? They got to keep that pretty filled to be a good DeFi platform. So down here, private companies. Look at that. Block.one, 10 billion. You ever heard of Mt. Gox? Remember that one? That's the one they all broke into?
Yep.
That was the first anyone ever talked about a hack. And And it's not a hack. Have you ever heard people, oh, Bitcoin got hacked? It didn't get hacked. Mt. Gox got hacked. That place that had everybody's, passwords and username, that's what got hacked. And it's a private company, everybody, and they stole everybody's Bitcoin. Not this company, but that's what happened with the hack, right? But they hold quite a bit. Here's Tether, 4 billion, BitMEX, right, 3 billion, and so on and so forth. Here's governments. Look, you get United States, 13 billion holding. They got 1%. US got 1%. And here's China. Huh?
13 billion to 215. Yeah, that's the list that I have.
Yeah. Right. And look at remember China that banned them?
Yeah.
They banned Bitcoin and they got $11 billion worth of it, everybody. Right?
Well, they banned the mining. They banned the mining.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I get it. But I know it's a great point. You're right, Tim. But still, that's FUD, man.
But I guess they banned their citizens owning it too.
Yeah.
Like, what's good for you is good for me too. Yeah, whatever.
But yeah, you sit down and you have the digital wand. You eat the digital wand, right?
Right.
You get on the social
credit. But it's backed by Bitcoin, so that's a good thing, right?
Absolutely. Right? It's important. And I mean, this is, like I said, this is the big one right there. Decentralization. And why? Why? It's so they don't control you, right? When you control the money, you control the people. And that's kind of what you're going to start seeing. That's why decentralization is very, very important. And yeah. I'm going off into some tangent here. This is why I want to talk about, some altcoins. I didn't segue too well in it. Did you have something, Tim, to add? Did you said
no, I just had the countries, but you hit the big ones anyway.
But yeah, I'm just bringing up some researching tools, right? Because again, it really is altcoin season. If one of the big trilemma things is for you that you really want to get behind is decentralization, then you need to start going and looking and just exploring. I'm not saying to buy any of these. And when I go through these ones that I just pulled up, I'm just doing it so you can go and have something to look at with some of these tools. Go and explore and use some of the tools and see what you come up with. That's the idea of all this stuff. We all know CoinMarketCap. I'm not going to go through any of that. But one of the ones that was cool is called Crypto Panic. And I pulled it up here because it's great to see. Because all it is amazing. Like I said, great news, very up to the date. You're getting something 6 minutes ago. And also it has these little ways you can get a little alert to say, hey, not sure this is actually good information, right? You're getting people voting on what's going on here. Here's downvotes, things like that. And it doesn't mean that it's false information.
They're like fact checkers?
Yeah, like fact checkers right on there. But they start giving wrong information. They're weighted, right? I'm just saying it's an interesting thing. Crypto Panic, it's a fun tool. Like I said, it's a great thing for news, but use it. There's other things than that too. There's media. They got polling. They got all kinds of fun things on there just to see, and you can dial and get a kind of a barometer of what people are thinking, what people are doing, and again, great tool. Down here, CoinMarketCal. It's like a calculator. It does all kinds of things, right? But it helps you kind of calculate into what you want to kind of get into by looking at these different projects. TradingView, another good tool. And like I said, how to use TradingView, analyze. If you want to learn, again, more about this stuff, doing something like this and how to use TradingView to analyze cryptocurrencies is literally telling you right there. Copy and paste that into YouTube, everybody. And somebody's going to teach you how to use it, right? Take the time, start learning what some of these tools do, because the more we all have different little skills, the things that we like, the better, the stronger our group is, right? We're going to have to lean on different people that like different tools, are more expert in different fields. And there you go, right? Glassnode. I think people have heard of that, right? Go ahead. That's a great tool. Glassnode. And, here down here, got another one. I'm trying to get there. Masari, another good one. Expensive if you buy the account. There are some free aspects to that tool, but it also has a paid one. It's a little pricey, but the things that they come up with is great. Another one, Crypto Quant, is a great tool to kind of go and explore what you want to look at with any of these type of projects. And Bybit, another one, it's many might have heard or seen about it. Word liquidation used when market crashed. You can kind of, like I said, use it for things of liquidations, leverage types trades, and like I said, other different things, right? But look at the different tools. Lunar Crush, it kind of helps you save from hours of scrolling through YouTube, TikTok, and Twitter. It gathers it all in one place as a community, right? Very cool, Lunar Crush. And then down here, 3 Commas, another pretty cool tool. It's been in the industry since 2017, and again, you can do a lot of things with crypto bots and just normal trading. So there's a variety of.
I'm in the 3 Comma club.
There you go. Oh yeah, 3 Commas. That's right. We used to do that. But these, I'm not telling you to buy them. I'm just telling you things that at least came up. I was talking to AI, going back and forth a little bit AI, and finally it comes up with things that come up in 2024. And AI was saying maybe these are somewhat decentralized. It was hard for it to come up with a list, right? It was literally giving me
AI itself. You were talking to it, Ray-Alite?
I talk to AI every day. Yes, I talk to it. It's my buddy.
She's not taking my calls right now.
She's my companion. My companion. But this one is called Tezos. Again, definitely not financial advice. Definitely not
Tezos. I heard of Tezos.
You heard of it. It's a blockchain designed to evolve, security focused. And the reason I'm telling you this is those tools that you can go back and just look at, right? Use them to go through some of these projects, see what they're all about, right? It's a good way to learn. Tezos is designed to power the Web3 revolution. It's got institutional grade security, from what they say. Governance by the people. Hey, if that's true, great for decentralization. An energy efficient algorithm. Smart contracts. Forkless, endlessly upgradable seamlessly. There you go. Powerful scalability. And there you go. These are some of the things. Art, DeFi, gaming, there. So take a look at Tezos. Use some of those tools and go through it. Take a look at it. Airweave. Meet Airwave. Permanent information storage. Some of this is just straight storage, right? That's not a blockchain, right? It's a place where you're going to store all of that kind of information that runs chains, that runs AI, that runs all these things. And you want a place where it's not centralized. People that use AWS, Avalanche, they use a centralized place, right? Amazon, fully owned, fully operated by Amazon, right? This might be an alternative. I do not know. I'm just looking at things that say that they're decentralized. This is pretty cool. Decred, money evolved. There you go, right? First, they're talking about sovereignty. You make the rules and enforce them. That's cool. I like that. Privacy. Nobody should know what you do with your money but you. I like that. I like the sound of that. Treasury. The power to keep building. Nobody can tell us what to build. Resolve. Dispute resolution built in so the herd can live in harmony. Everybody loves harmony. We love harmony. Freedom. Nobody can prevent you from moving your money. Absolutely. And powerful insights. Visualize how all the pieces tie together. So again, take a look. Use it through the tools. But Decred, I don't know. I'm just giving you examples to go and show through those tools. Use them. Learn them. And like I said, start exploring. Not saying to put your money behind it, but explore them and see what you come up with. And come back to us. Drop those comments in the YouTube show and tell us, what, that Decred is garbage, right? I don't know. It's not decentralized. I found that there's only one crazy centralized tokenomics, so they're holding all their tokens. I don't know. That's all I'm saying. Use it and explore and learn. It's an amazing space, and we should all get after it and start doing that kind of stuff. Yeah, there we go.
Absolutely,
right on, man.
I love it.
I love the information. Thank you, Larry. Appreciate
SoFi scores pumping.
Thank you, Susan. Oh, let's get to it. Where is that?
Well, it's up over 34.
Oh, look at that. Thank you, chat. That's all y'all. Appreciate it. 100%. That's good stuff.
Nice.
So yes. Huh? Hey, I don't know too. If you didn't watch the Geezer show, I think they're during their show, they dropped the stamp, everybody. So if you didn't, go watch the recording. And during the recording, they have a stamp. I think it's still live. Because if you didn't check out the Geezers in crypto, Better go there, check it out, watch the recording. And I think, like I said, that stamp is still live, right? Plus, show them some support and love, right? They're out there. What's why they did that show? 500 episodes. And again, Honey Radio coming up on her 2-year anniversary. Big ups to all the content creators in our ecosystem. There's a lot of y'all. And I'm just kind of showing because there's some anniversaries and people are having some celebrations. I know there's a lot of people that do a lot and a lot of content creation. So we appreciate y'all very much. Good stuff. All right. I think that's it. There's no questions in there, I don't think. All good. But you got to get the mobbing. Mobbing was doing great mobs last night. A lot of people talking about real stuff. And, it was funny. Every one of them gave us, props and really appreciated the energy. My application to the 3 comments. Greg said, yeah, absolutely. There's going to be new opportunities, George. It is 100%. There's going to be a lot of opportunities in this ecosystem. And again, I'm pumped because, if you haven't and you haven't explored what we got going on here, I think without a doubt, we have some of that stuff that we talk about, decentralization and giving power back to the people. It's the main goal. It's the main goal. What's been built. It's the main cool thing behind this stuff. And the main thing too is the unbanked. This is all going to help the most, the people that need the help the most. And again, that was Satoshi Nakamoto's original type thing. And if you go read the white papers, and you'll see, I'm not telling you that Bitcoin failed. It's an amazing asset. Everybody, I love it, right? And I hold it. But it failed at what it was supposed to accomplish. And there you go. I think there's going to be other ones that when you see that kind of spin up and you see that kind of movement and it really is able to affect and help the most vulnerable and people can just start using it like that, that's going to be revolutionary and it will catch on like wildfire, right? So, that's why decentralization is part of that trilemma. That's a big deal, everybody. But just like anything, you can't build something and just start off decentralized. There got to be people who thinking this stuff up. They got to build it, and then they let it loose on the world, and the world does what the world does, right, with it. So very cool, very cool. So make sure the great migration happening back over to X, and get on the monsterminds.city X account, and join the mob. The mob is crushing it. So it's an awesome place to hang out and learn. And there you go. Thank you. Awesome. Very cool. You guys got anything else?
Let's go.
We didn't do many of the interrupts, man. We didn't do anything.
We had too much knowledge. We had too much knowledge today, Ray of Light.
Too much. That's right.
We do need some pump it up because it's been pumping down, and I'm not happy with the pumping down.
It is. Well, maybe we should do that if I could fall. Go ahead, you guys.
Step back from that ledge, my friend.
And then there you go. This is how
eventually the full version of that. Step off the ledge, my friend.
you got to have this. This is how it's feeling.
Making my way downtown, walking fast, faces past, and I'm homebound. And I need you, and I miss you.
But he looks like he was more alive, right? He's the bear. No, but there's no bear. It's not even close to a bear. This is so normal, and it's still not even one of its drops. They're usually like 30% drops here, right? It pulled back. When they talk about pullbacks, it's 30% pullback. That's normal during a ripping, face melting bull market. It's crazy, right? While we're trying to tell you, get prepared. Don't get your emotions all bent out of shape and stuff like that. You got to prepare for yourself because this is super exciting, and then you get a little super scary. But don't be scared. We're all together. We're all in.
People saw it go up and hit the all-time high and said, "Oh, I missed it." Right? This is your chance. This is your chance now. Everybody that said you missed it, say, "Oh, well, now it's back down almost 10%. Are you going to go get some?" Oh, well, I'm going to wait for it to go down. That's like people not buying houses because they're going to wait for interest rates to come back to 2%. It's not going to happen.
Yeah, 2%.
This is not going to happen. So, forget about that.
Yeah.
So, you just got you got to play the market that's out there.
100%.
Hey, George did another thing with poetry. This guy, George, is amazing.
Let's see. If you build it, they will fund. If it grows, they will fund. It's,
Yeah.
it is. That needs to be.
George. That's just poetry.
Yeah. No, it's all good. Good
If-
stuff. Thank
if
you,
you
everybody.
build it,
Appreciate
they will
y'all.
fund.
Again,
How
seriously.
funny is that? That's so true.
It is. It is. Great stuff.
If it grows, then they FOMO. Hey, I wouldn't buy Bitcoin at 1,000, but sure, 50, sure, get me one. What
That's
are you
right.
guys kidding me?
That's-
If I had a time machine, I go back to that thing you told me about the convention when they gave everybody a Bitcoin and that piece of paper.
They were throwing
Yeah.
it on the floor.
Yeah, I mean, come on, you.
Yeah. It was Bitcoin wallets, and they were just throwing them all over the floor at the conventions when
Right.
it was just, yeah.
First of all, just grab a. I just be taking a garbage bag, just taking it off the table,
Yeah,
sweeping it.
now,
I'd
yeah,
be gone.
yeah, now
Like, what happened?
Well,
I got 400,000 Bitcoin.
that's why they said there's 3 million Bitcoin missing. It's
Yeah, they
on the
were
floor of that
swept up.
convention.
They were swept up.
There's
Yeah,
a
well-
janitor somewhere going, I knew I wanted to save these things.
yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, right. But yeah, that's how it goes, man. But everybody, make sure again, get the mobbing. It's awesome.
Get the, what is
Like
it,
I said,
like, subscribe, and comment. Comment, like,
yeah.
subscribe.
100%.
You don't
Yeah.
have anybody. There's no SOSs tonight.
I don't see any, but there you go.
Hey bros, what's going on? This is Cotton. Be sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, because subscribing makes you feel good.
Makes you feel good, man.
It
But
just
no.
makes you feel good.
No stamps, or I would have said it there, FOMO. Yeah, thank you. Now you got everybody mad. Don't be mad.
There's nobody mad. Nobody said it frown.
That's right.
They need
That
to go
we-
to the geezer space. They need to play the geezer space
Exactly.
and then
Yeah.
and see the song that Ray Alight wrote
Oh yeah,
and
that's right.
produced and financed the album.
I
And
did.
it's amazing. I listened to it. I was
I have
like,
a lot of artists, you know,
"Gee, I'm
like-
impressed. man."
just like anchors. We had Tanya Wellington. We have artists now. We have musicians.
Absolutely.
Yes,
You know, and the geezers are going to the moon. I heard
they are.
they're going to be on the moon. They're going to be the first people on the moon ever.
No,
Congratulations.
they're going around trip it. They're not landing there.
Oh, I thought they dropped
Ah.
something down on the
No,
planet.
I think
They're
it's going
going
around.
to see the buildings on the backside, on the dark side of the moon.
You're
The
actually going to
dark side
go
of
on
the
the
moon.
dark side. If they go to the dark side, all you're going to see is doo 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 doo,
I would-
and it's over.
Darth Vader. Dun, 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 dun.
Do not go on the side.
That's right. That's
There
right.
should be a sign like sticking out. Do not pass this line.
Yeah, there you go. This is all good. But yes, head over there. Appreciate it. Ever heard of a word? Yes, has to correct. Has to do it, brother. If it went straight up, it'd be a bad thing. You have to have accumulation, everybody. There's a healthy thing. If it went straight up, it would be crazy, right? That all you would have is a very ridiculous correction, right? It would be
It's going to
horrible.
go like this to me. It goes up, then it goes down, then it builds its base again, then it
Goes all
goes back
around.
up, and then it goes like this. Yeah. It's
Yep.
like-
But hey, thank you guys. Appreciate it. Thank you there, Tim. Thank you, FOMO Head. You guys are awesome.
appreciate
Get
you.
the loot,
Thanks
get
for
the loot.
having me.
Yeah, get the loot, man. But
Get
we'll
the
see you over there. I'll be over mobbing. Got to get the mob, get it going. It's awesome.
Love everyone. Enjoy.
Keep the energy going. Keep it going. Appreciate y'all.
Let's go.
Do it.
Hey, go out with the what show you going out with?
Web3 Wise Guys.
I love that one. They'll be
Call to use you. Some of them want to get used by you. Some of them want to abuse you. Some of them want to be abused.